Hello, my name is Luis Rafael Games and welcome once again to my presentation. This is my second presentation that I do via YouTube and I hope everything worked out just fine. Today I'm going to be making this presentation for my class of digital forensics taught at Florida International University by Professor Faisal Kalim. And pretty much what we're going to be doing, hold on a second, let's open the presentation, of course. Um, what we're gonna be doing is an iOS extraction. My main objectives with my the objectives that I have to do are three. The first one is I'm gonna teach you like a different ways to extract data from an iPhone. Well, from any Apple mobile devices. And let me tell you that this can be done either with an iPhone or with an iPad. And the second objective is different ways to view this data. Since this data may contain several types of file types, um, there are many ways to go through those files and how to use this data practically. Uh, the file types that I just told you that we're going to be uh, taking a look over this presentation are three. Well, I'm gonna get you to three, but there are many more. The first one is gonna be that plist, which stands for property list files. This kind of files use settings on the iPhone along with bundles application information. In other words, it may contain information from the apps. The second one is gonna be that DB, that which stands for database files that have database files, and these database files have critical information and this critical information can be read using Notepad or WordPad. Uh, when I what I mean by critical information, I mean that it can be, for example, an email account or an Apple ID that was used to log in on the iTunes Store or an App Store. And at last but not least, we're gonna be playing with the that SQLite files. These files are database files created in the SQLite library, and we're gonna be playing with this briefly. I'm gonna get you over, but if you wanna go deeper, be my guest. The programs that I'm gonna be using for these demonstrations are several. Let's put it that way. The first one is going to be iBackup Extractor, which is going to help us to extract the data from an iPhone. The second one is going to be the playlist editor for Windows. That is going to help us to see those .plist files. This third one is going to be Google Maps. The WordPad SQLite Manager that is going to help us to translate or to use .sqlite files. And the last one, which is going to be just a demonstration, that there are several programs for iPhone data extraction, and iBackup Extractor is one, and Wondershare Dr. Phone is another one. That you will see the difference. So, last but not least, the operating system used are gonna be Windows 8 and iOS 7. But let me tell you something. What I'm gonna be doing in this demonstration can be done with previous iOS versions such as iOS 6, iOS 5, and previous version to that. So let's get started. So the first thing that I want you to do by logic, you're gonna connect your iPhone via the USB cable to the USB port of the computer, and then you're gonna open iTunes. I'm gonna save just time over here, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do, which I already did earlier. I'm sorry. Once that you open iTunes, the software is gonna tell you exactly the specifications of the iPhone itself. In my case, I'm using iOS 7, iOS 7.2.2, and what I want you to do here is to make a backup in your computer by selecting this computer option. Then you're gonna back it up now, and once that you do that, close the iTunes and open the iBackup extractor. As you can see over here, as soon as you open the software itself recognizes the iPhone model, the date of backup, and the device ID. So as you can see over here, there are several features, and let's see this one, the Backup Explorer. Let's open Documents. Let's open that, and we're gonna click on Theaters V2, and you're gonna select any file that you want. For example, in my case, I'm gonna select this one. I'm gonna copy the selection. If you haven't done any files where to save this information, you can make a new folder. You can call it however you want. In my case, I'm gonna call it backup. Done. Then I select it. Then OK. And while that is being done, let's take a look over the other some features. For example, the call logs. This usually doesn't take that long, but I don't know why. But it doesn't usually take more than 3 seconds to open this. Okay, as you can see, done many I have done many calls or received. For example, let's take a look at this one. This is gonna give you all the information related to this contact. For example, to this contact, which is one of my best friends, I received a call from her yesterday night, which would be October 10, 2013, and the duration of the call was 10 seconds. Let's see what other contacts may have. For example, let's go to this guy. Okay, my friend Eric. I'm such a bad friend. No, I'm just kidding. Um, my friend Eric called me twice, but I wasn't able to answer the call. And as you can see, this arrow over here highlighted in red. That means that the call wasn't answered. And I had another call from Eric, which I did answer, and the duration of the call was 20 seconds. And the same is going to happen as you go to different users. Let's go to contacts. Let's see what features has. Um, I almost my iPhone felt. Okay, let's see. So for example, let's see what the contacts have. Okay, as you can see over here, you're gonna see every single contact the iPhone has. For example, let's take a look to this guy. I don't know. Let's take a look to this guy. He's gonna give you everything, a detailed information from the guy, all the information. In other words, I'm sorry, the information that the iPhone has about that contact. Is gonna be detailed, and it's gonna be pretty much the same as you go over every single contact. Let's click on images to see what happens. And as you can see over here, this images is pretty much what it shows you, the photos that your contacts may have sent you through some applications. It might be, for example, WhatsApp. It's one application that a lot of people send photos or whatever, and well, that the one that the iPhone comes with, which is iMessage. So as you can see over here, a lot of photos, and let's stop for a moment and let's think as a hacker. Imagine that your iPhone, for some reason, get into the hands of a hacker, and you have this information over here, which is a credit card. That hacker could clone it or whatever, and could use your credit card. That's why always you gotta always uh, mm, you gotta take care of your things. So if they get stolen, well, a lot of bad things could happen. Let's go to the internet file to see what happens. And let's see. I don't know actually what is the internet. This usually okay. So apparently this guy doesn't have any history, which is good. He delete my information. For example, but if I had a history, um, for example, let's say that I went to Google. So there you go. If you click on Google, it's gonna show you, as long as you have on your computer internet connection, it's gonna go to the website or to AT&T my account. Let's see what happened. And yeah, there you go. There you have the website which I visited this morning. Let's see the messages. messages that this iPhone may have. And as you can see over here, the messages that I have received through the day or through many days ago. And as you can see over here, this information, let's put it this way, this can be used against somebody in the court of law. Let's say that this was a criminal, um, this was the iPhone of a criminal, and you need some evidence. And so for some reason, the police found evidence in this iPhone that proved that the criminal was really guilty. They could use it against the court in the court of law. So this is how you could use that information practically. And last but not least, let's go to notes. And let's see what happens over here. So as you can see, I have a lot of which I'm not gonna show, of course. As you can see, I have a lot of important information over here. So think yourself like if you were a hacker, you could use this information to do bad things against this person. Way to prevent this is to always keep, which I haven't done. This is a lesson for myself too. Keep always your important information, not on your cell phones, but in other devices, such as a computer, maybe safer, or any other ways that you may find it easier to you for you to remember. Okay, so apparently that backup was copied. So let's open the backup file, documents, here's v2, and um, let's open this file. I already make it a default, but this file is a .plist file, so I already set it up so the plist editor for Windows opens it. So let's double click on that and let's see what it comes up. Hold on a minute. What happens? Okay, now as you can see over here, this is code, and let's take a. This was a purchase or a attempt to purchase that a user did. Let's see what we found over here. And what we can see over here is a lot of code, of course. And well, here you can see like, oh, sorry. Okay, here. As you can, well, first, let me tell you, for those who live in Miami, they're gonna recognize this place. This place is a famous movie theater in a mall called Dolphin Mall, and apparently this guy, myself, attempt to buy some tickets. If the purchase was done, we could see the name of the movie like right down below the the movie theater. But apparently there was no purchase, which means that this was an attempt to purchase. So let's see what we have. Oh, another thing that we can see over here is the address of the place of the movie theater, or the exact address of the movie theater. And think yourself as a hacker, um, what you could do to this person after you find out its username or its email. It's to make a man in the middle attack, or you can spam him with a lot of bad things such as a keylogger or whatever, or you could say, hey, your purchase was not done, you want to try it again. So they could solve bad things could happen if that information comes to a hacker. Another cool feature from this, if we do Control F and we find latitude, we're gonna find lat. We're gonna write down lat. I'm sorry. Search down. So whether you find something, search up, and here's gonna give you like the coordinates where this attempt of purchasing tickets was done. And I'm gonna cut the video here. My second part is gonna be right now. Just click on the link and you're gonna be straightforward in the second part. See you in a moment.